Well, good morning. I haven't made a video in a while. I'm not really prepared. I've got this big garden nail as a tamper today. I had to get up early this morning and take my wife to work. We've had a lot of rain here, so I've got a lot of grass to mow as soon as it dries off at some point, and it's been raining for a week, every weekend it seems like. And I need to change the oil, which I'm going to do today in my lawnmower. So looks a little shabby now, but after I mowed it, it looked great. I haven't been making videos in a while, simply because I just really haven't been in the mood. I've been very busy, and if I'm gonna make a video, I want to be in a proper mood to make one, and I've just been really just busy doing different stuff, and I've been doing a lot of reading lately, a lot of studying on my spare time. There's a few things in this life that I really enjoy. As hobbies, I enjoy gardening, and I've picked up a bunch of plants here the other day, and I'm gonna get those in my garden beds. That is that first one is a salvia. I don't know if you guys know that. Got that at a great bargain. I got about 11 or 12 of them. Got some lavender. They're gonna get great big. I got some nice penstemon. Got several of those over there, and I got some dianthus and some other things, and I've got a lot of work to do. Also bought some sweet potatoes. I have a vegetable garden, and I've got potatoes and peas and corn planted, and I've got some asparagus, and I'm gonna still plant, I planted some squash, and still gonna plant some sweet potatoes. I planted some green beans, and so I enjoy gardening. Haven't been able to always do it for a number of years. I do it sometimes. I do, some years I do, some years I don't, just because of the fact that you know, time or whatever. I have a son with a disability, and he takes up a lot of our time in care, and so when I do have free time, I like to garden, I like to read, I like to walk. So that's the things I kind of pursue. I love my faith, and I've been studying a lot about Orthodox Christianity lately, and I have been studying it for a long time. If anybody's, a lot of people, some people are into that, some people are not, I understand, but I enjoy learning about church history and how things have developed through the centuries, and so I've been deep into that lately. And but the reason today I'm doing a video is because I received a several weeks now ago, I received a gift of some McClelland's 5100 from a good friend, and what a great surprise that was. He has been doing pipes and tobaccos longer than me, I assume. He's been doing it a long time. Has this great collection of pipes and tobaccos, and he lived out of the country for a number of years, and he's came back to the States, and he has some rental properties, and he's been doing a lot of remodeling, but all of his pipes and tobaccos are in storage there at his home. And he goes into that back room every once in a while and opens up a box and surprises himself, as he's done in this case. He's opened up a box and he found some McClelland's 5100, and I forget how much he found, but it was quite a bit. And we have a pipe group together, and he on Facebook, and he got on there and was just saying, this stuff is so great, you know. And I was like, well, congratulations for finding it, you know, what a great find. And he said, well, I'm going to send you some, which I was very grateful he did. I have never had a chance to try this tobacco before. And he also sent me this beautiful little pipe, a little Falcon bent with a meerschaum bow. And so thank you. You know, I've told him a dozen times already, thank you. But Brian, I do thank you for that. It's a wonderful gift. McClelland's 5100 is a Virginia-based blend. I don't think there's anything else in there. I think it's just straight Virginia. I didn't do any research on it. I'm just talking about it in terms of just trying it for the first time. It is a wonderful blend. Now, they don't make it anymore, so those who have it, that's it. There's no more to be had. One thing to point out is that you have to be aware of this. With all older tobaccos, when you try it, I'm not sure this tastes like it did fresh. This is several years old. I forget what year this is. I don't think I marked it down, but it's several years old. Several years old, let's just say that. And so some tobaccos age well and some tobaccos don't age well. Normally speaking, generally speaking, Virginias age well. Generally speaking, Latakias don't age very well. This one is very good. The thing that's very nice about it is that it's consistent from top to bottom as you smoke it. It's not an overly complicated blend, but that's not a criticism of it, because being complicated is not what every tobacco needs to be. It just needs to be good, right? You know, you just want a good smoke. And this is a very good smoke. It has that, you know, everybody talks about the McClelland's ketchup smell when you stick your nose in a bag, and it does have that. There is can't keep this lit this morning. There is a Sutliff match that's out there. I forget what it's called, RC1 or RC2 or something like that. And when you get that, it has a vinegary smell to it, but it's a different kind of vinegary smell. It's more of a like malt vinegar kind of smell, and the McClelland's has a more of a like, you know, you've always heard, a more of a ketchup smell. Really, it's a light smoke. has a very nice flavor. The Virginias come through. And I can't compare it to any other Virginia. I'm not really getting hay. And to be truthful, it's been a while since I've been doing reviews, so you have to forgive me. And I really haven't even been smoking that much lately either. I've only had I've been having maybe at best 1 bowl a week for the last several weeks. I meant to bring it out. I didn't bring it out with me. I have, because of work, this is my busy time of year with what I do. And because of work, I've been using snus, and which is like a chew. You think here in the U.S. of something like Copenhagen, which I've enjoyed Copenhagen before, and some of the other ones that are out there. Grizzly I tried before. Grizzlies, whew, that one has a pretty high nicotine for me. The first time I tried that, it was a little too much, to be honest. And I don't have a high level of nicotine tolerance, apparently. So that one, like I said, I've tried Copenhagen, Grizzly. This one that I'm trying now is called General Snus, and it is supposed to be a Swedish snus. I kind of think it's a marketing ploy. I'm not sure, because I look on the back, it's made in Virginia. I think Richmond, Virginia is where it's come out of, oddly enough. That's another thing I've been studying is my family's genealogy. And my family, I've discovered, arrived in the U.S. Via Richmond, Virginia. They settled there originally when they came from England. And sometime in 1640, sometime in that era. I forget the exact date, but it was around 1640, maybe a little bit sooner. And so anyway, I've been trying General Snus, and it's the difference in it is the different tobaccos that they use. A lot lighter than Copenhagen's is. I've also tried the Camel Snus. The Camel Snus is nice. It's just very sweet. Somebody compared it to a sweet tea, and it is kind of like sweet tea. But the General Snus has a bergamot oil in it, and some other flavorings. I got the wintergreen, and I got one that's like a citrus, and so I've been enjoying those. But to get back to the pipe, this is very good. It hits the spot in the sense that it could be an all-day smoke very easily. I believe this is the 5100 is the ones that they used in a lot of their mixtures. They combined them with a lot of other at that time when this came out. When they came out in the early days, I say early days because not early days of complete pipe tobacco, but early days for me when they came out. The U.S. just didn't have a whole lot of that I'm aware of very good tobacco companies. I mean, we had, and I say very good in the sense that I like a lot of the European style tobaccos. We had a lot of the American style tobaccos, which we've talked about that before, the aromatics, which are generally burley based, and they have some kind of flavoring that kind of is the flavor that you get. So when McClelland's came out back in the day, they were unique in that they were trying to emulate those European style tobaccos, and they came out with the Frog Morton. They came out then with a whole line of tobaccos, including Latakia, Blue Mountain was one I remember, and many others. And so they were a revelation. You know, they were a changing in the pipe tobacco scene, I believe, here in the U.S. And they kind of propelled it forward. So a lot of the guys back in the day who had tried McClelland's, you know, the older guys that are still around today, they think of McClelland's, you know, in terms of this very high level of you know, almost with a lot of respect, because at the time when they came out, there was nothing else out there like them. And they did produce a very good product. There's so many, we have access today though to so many tobaccos that, you know, in 1980 you just didn't have access to. 1990, you know, even there wasn't, I guess they were there, but you know, like where I live at, you know, if you lived in Chicago, you know, you might have had access to a good store. If you lived in some other areas, maybe in Kentucky, you know, traditional tobacco areas or high-end areas where, you know, there's a lot of you know, urban areas, there might have been, but you know, here in the southern Midwest, there just wasn't anything. And even so there's just not much, there wasn't much around. And even and back in those days, you know, when I was in the Navy, that's in college I discovered a tobacco store, and that's kind of what got me started many years ago. But then it was on again, off again, just depending on if I could find some good tobacco. You know, I didn't really enjoy Captain Black or any of the kind of over-the-counter blends back in the day. And I did, you know, I kind of got introduced to pipe tobacco via Latakia. I love that smell, and that's what kind of made me search it out. And when I was in the Navy, I went out east and found some places out there on occasion and smoked a pipe on occasion, and it just kind of grew from there. But once the internet kind of blew up, there was a, you know, these smokingpipes.com, you know, tobacco pipes, all these different companies started coming online. And now you can get online and you can get really good tobaccos. You know, McClelland's went out of business in part because they were getting older. I believe it was time for them to retire. They wanted to retire. But they said in a long article that they didn't think that the tobaccos were of a higher quality. They couldn't source high quality tobaccos anymore. Now, I don't know what that meant because I'm not in the business. People say that, you know, people mimic that and they say, oh yeah, it's nothing as good as like it used to be in the old days. But I've had the opportunity to try a lot of older tobaccos, and they've changed. You know, once you try like this one, I'm trying this one, as I said earlier, this is a something that's been in storage for a while, been cellared, if you will, and it has changed from what it originally was. So when I say this, I'm saying it based upon the fact that I'm trying vintage blends that have some age on them, so they don't really represent what they really were when they first came out. This is very good. I want to make that clear. I really enjoy this. This is very good. But, you know, there's a lot of good tobaccos out on the market. And they're all different, you know, so because we have access to a lot of good tobaccos. Just because Frog Morton's not on available anymore doesn't mean you can't have something similar of the same quality, because I think there is stuff out there similar and of the same quality. You know, we did a video on that one in particular, but there's others out there. This pipe smoking, by its nature, draws a lot of connoisseurs, those that are going to, you know, really nitpick it all. And some people will swear it's never is going to be as good again as it once was. I find a lot of tobaccos that I enjoy. So whatever's been lost, I don't think it's completely lost. There's still a lot of, to my mind, a lot of good tobaccos out there. Northwoods was the tobacco that I thought was very similar to Frog Morton. This one, I haven't had anything that tastes like 5100 that comes to mind. It has a very unique taste. It's a little bit creamy. It has that little bit of ketchup-y aroma to it. It has a very nice Virginia, little dark fruit, I guess you would say. Nothing I can think of is comparable to this blend. The Sutliff RC1, I wouldn't say it's comparable. I've got some that I've had in storage now for about a year. Maybe over time it will develop better. I don't know. Well, I could talk all day, but people don't watch videos this long. I'm already 21 minutes into it. So I hope you guys are doing well out there. And we're going to continue to make videos. We're just going to do them when we get the opportunity. We've got a lineup of several tobaccos we want to talk about, and we want to do them. We've been having fun with these videos. You know, when we first started this, you know, making these videos, I was just playing around with the concepts of how to do them. And we put it, you know, we spliced in the music. We try to play around with the different features, and we've hinted at some of the stuff that we've laughed at or enjoyed through life. We did one on, you know, kind of a, what would you call it? You know, our salute to British comedy. And, you know, we don't think we're comedians, but we just wanted to hint at some of the things that we thought we might be able to hint at. Some of our other videos, we've used similar music to like PBS, you know, and somebody caught that and pointed that out in one of our videos. You know, we're just trying to have fun with these videos. We're not trying to, you know, we're not trying to sell anything. We're just a couple guys that are having fun talking about tobacco. I'm putting the videos together, and when I do them, you know, I try to make something. I'm trying to create something, just see what I can do. And I do everything that I do, I just do on my phone. You know, I don't have any fancy equipment, and I'm just really trying to see what I can produce that is going to be goodish, you know. I'm just curious how, you know, how much I can accomplish with a phone, with music and splicing stuff in and out, you know. And they haven't been anything but amateur, I know, but we're having fun doing them, and I hope you guys are enjoying them too. And I hope they're informative. So that's all I've got for today. You guys have a great weekend, and look forward to talking with you next time. Take care.